Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of The Handoff. I have a really fun video in store for you guys today, and I have a really special guest as well, my girlfriend, Junie.
Hi!
And today I'll be asking her about UX and what she thinks I do. So with that, if you're looking forward to it and you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. So for the past 2 years, I've talked a lot about UX around her. She's gotten super tired of hearing me talk about everything related to design. So today I'm gonna quiz her and see if her mind's like a goldfish or if she's actually retained and heard anything I've said. So Junie, can you tell me what you think I do as a UX designer?
Okay, well I've had to explain this to my mom several times, so hopefully I described it to her pretty accurately, but it's like you're kind of designing like the user interface of such as like a website or like an app to make it very usable and accessible.
Wow.
And easy, just like a very easy and comfortable experience for like whoever uses the interface.
I'm kind of impressed. She's actually remembers something I've said.
Of course.
Alright, so you said user interface.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between user interface and user experience?
I think interface is more like the physical aspect of like a web page, for example, like where things are located.
Mm-hmm.
And then the user experience is like more subjective to like the user and like how each person navigates around the website, for example.
Okay. So you're talking a lot about a website. What other things can user experience be applied to?
Apps, phones, like the usability of like iPhones versus like Android or whatever. And there's also like the cashier, when you check
like
out
the register, like
the
cash
register, the cash register interface.
Wait, didn't you say you wanted to do that when you were younger?
Oh yeah, I wanted to be a cashier when I was younger.
Why?
Cause I thought that their money box was like their own money, so I thought they had a lot of money. So I was like, I want to have a lot of money. I want that money box. But then, quite the contrary.
Yeah. So we've talked about the difference between UI and UX, which is actually a pretty good answer. I'll give her that. What's the difference between design and art?
Design and art? Well, I think art is like more like fine arts, like something you see on like in like museums. Just like a very like commoner answer is what I'm giving. I don't know anything. Okay. And design is like, well, he says design is universal. It's like everywhere. It's like everything can be art, everything can be design. So it's like to the eye of the beholder. And
That's such a cop-out answer though. What does that mean? Hold up.
So art is like an artiste. Okay, but then design is like designer. And okay, I got it.
Right,
okay,
right,
art is like, art can just be like pleasing to the eyes, like aesthetic, and it doesn't even have to have like a functional side to it. It can just be like beautiful. But then design, I think, incorporates aesthetic, or a good design should incorporate aesthetics with ergonomics.
And explain to me what that term means, ergonomics.
Like the functionality of an object or something.
So far, based off of your answers,
why are you interrogating me?
I think you wanted to be interrogated for this video. So based on your answers, you think ergonomics, user experience, usability, and functionality are the same thing.
No, user experience is definitely not part of the 4 words.
Alright.
Cancel that one. Functionality versus ergonomics. I also want to say ergonomics has to do with cost, because it sounds like economics. No. So maybe it's like cheaper, the better.
No.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no no no
no,
no.
no. I just know he's trying to trick me, and they're not the same.
All right, so I'm gonna give you a few UX or design terms,
Mm-hmm.
and I want you to describe to me what you think they mean. Okay?
Haven't we been doing this?
Yeah, but this is like specific like terms. We talked really high level up to this point.
Okay.
All right. What do you think Occam's razor is?
Bruh.
just make a description up based off of what you think it's.
Wait, Occam's razor?
Occam's razor.
Occam's razor?
Uh-huh.
I'm assuming Occam's is the last name of a person.
Uh-huh.
Razor, maybe it's like an acronym for something, like the five pillars of UX.
What are the 5 pillars of UX? Hold on. This is Junie's own interpretation of the 5 pillars of UX. Let's hear them.
The 5 pillars of UX.
Let's hear them.
Usability.
Uh-huh.
Accessibility.
Uh-huh.
Beautiful. Like aesthetics.
And 2 more. It's a usability, accessibility, beautiful.
Beauty.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Coding.
Uh-huh.
And Figma.
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 Alright, good answer. So that's the 5 pillars of UX. She enlightened us with Junie's 5 pillars of UX, and you also described to us what Occam's razor. You have not described to us what Occam's razor is.
No, it's the 5 pillars of UX.
But where did the RAZOR come from? That doesn't correspond to the. So next question. What do you think? You should know what this. I think you should know what this one is.
Don't say that. Don't have high.
We watched Startup, which is this Korean drama, which is about startups and falling in love during a startup, which is kind of unrealistic. But they talked about this term in the show, so this is really a test to see whether or not you were paying attention.
Okay.
So what is A/B testing?
Antibodies. Just kidding. That's.
She's a bio major, that's why.
Oh, like the alpha plan and like a beta plan? Like a plan A and plan B?
You're like kind of getting there. What does that mean though? Like if I told you I wanted to A/B test a website or a web page.
You want a trial run?
Yeah. You're like testing 2 different versions.
Yeah.
Like testing the A version and the B version.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
I'm so smart. Also guys, I'm a YouTuber, so please check out my channel down below in the description box because the numbers be looking sad, man. It's Junie PK. Cut that out.
No. Everyone, thanks for watching. That's today's video. I hope you enjoyed this fun video. It's a little different from what I usually post, but Junie, if my fans want to watch your videos, where can they find you?
You can find me at Junie PK. It's JOONIEPK. And that's my YouTube and Insta handle.
I'll put that in the description box below. So with that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
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 Bye.